Joe Varn, The Athletic. We heard this morning that David was out.
Yeah, he will not play tonight. Right knee soreness. He'll be day to day.
Is it so? It doesn't sound serious.
It doesn't appear to be serious right now.
Okay.
He just complained about a little soreness in his knee, and he did not participate in our shoot around this morning. So we're going to keep him out tonight.
Who will you start?
I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided whether I'm going to go big or go small. It'll be a game time decision.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Who would the option be if you go small?
Who would the option be?
Yeah.
I could move Kyle in the starting lineup. I could move JC in the starting lineup. I could move Harrison in the starting lineup, move JD to 4. Okay. But we'll make a decision.
Steve Herrick from AP. It looked late in the game Saturday like Larry got banged up a little. Is he okay?
Yeah, he did get banged up a little bit. I think he kind of stumped that same ankle that he had been having a problem with. I saw him icing immediately after the game. He said he would be fine today in shoot around. He said he was feeling really good. So I don't expect him to have any problems with it.
Okay.
Marla Ridenour, Akron Beacon Journal. Just the two good wins you're coming off of. What do you think contributed to that besides Collins getting better every day? There's got to be a lot more to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're doing some things really well. I think first of all, last 2 games, I think our mental approach has been right on the money as far as playing two teams that are obviously playoff teams that are really good, And we talked about the things that we needed to do in order to put ourselves in a position up in Philly. I thought we did that. You have to take care of the basketball. You have to rebound the ball. You have to be on point with your defensive coverages, and I thought we were. The other night against Houston, I thought some guys really stepped up and played well. Obviously, you mentioned Colin played well, but we had some other guys that played extremely well too. Tristram had a heck of a game, and Nwaba played well. JC played well. A lot of guys contributed, and I think that's what it takes. Going down the stretch against Houston, I thought, and I talk about it a lot about making plays, and I thought we made the plays we had to make to secure that victory going down the stretch, and hopefully it'll be a carryover effect tonight. This Minnesota team is a big team, and they beat us up at their place. But we're going to have to play well. We've got to play well. We've got to make sure that we execute and make sure that, again, we make plays going down the stretch.
Larry, tonight you've got Teague and Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook on the horizon, Kyrie Irving, Kyle Lowry. For a young guy like Colin who is going into those matchups really for the first time, one, how do you hope that he approaches those? And two, what do you think he can gain the most from those?
Well, I hope that he approaches the way he's been approaching every other guy he's played against as far as matchups are concerned. To go in it with with knowing who these guys are, knowing what their tendencies are, he's still got a lot of growing to do, and a big part of his growth is going to be playing against those type guys. And we don't expect him to go out there and shut those guys down. We've got to give him help. We got to help all of our guys in every position, and that's just the way we talk about our defense, doing it as a team, not just one guy. Hopefully he'll go in with his matchups, and he'll take the challenge, which he has done thus far this season. As far as what I expect him to gain, just getting a real feel for these guys. These guys and those guys that you've named are just terrific point guards, and I think when you come in as a rookie, there's a lot to be learned as far as playing against certain guys. Guys have different tendencies, and a big part of the growth process is learning these guys and what they like to do. And like I said, you're not going to stop these guys because they're just too good. So his approach has really been good. His approach has really been good, and hopefully he will continue. As he moves forward.
I just wonder if George Hill or Decker are getting closer to coming back, or if you know anything.
I don't know how close they are. George actually participated in some contact today. I haven't gotten a report on that yet. Decker is still out, but both guys will not play tonight.
As far as the Timberwolves, since they traded Butler, what are they doing differently that you see?
I mean, looking at their numbers, I think their defense has improved a little bit. They're still one of those teams that you've got to be ready to defend and talk about having a big man that can facilitate and a big man that can do as much as Towns can. To me, he's still the head of the snake, and he has a terrific supporting cast. We have to make sure that we rebound the basketball against this team. This team is they're pretty good on the glass, and they can really hurt you. Up there, they had a lot of guys that I thought stepped up and played well. You mentioned D. Rose played extremely well up there. They've got speed, they've got quickness. They can play inside, they can play out. There are a lot of ways that they can hurt you. We just have to. We have to stay with our game plan, stay with our execution as the game progresses. If it calls for making some adjustments, we have to make those adjustments. But more importantly, we have to get on that glass. We've got to be prepared for a war. The game is going to be physical. We have to make sure that we get bodies on them at all times, and we've got to win the loose ball game, which we did not do up there. So it's gonna be a real physical game. It's gonna be a real tough game, but hopefully our guys will stand up to the challenge.
Towns just keep on developing as he goes.
Yeah,
on.
I mean he's really good. He's really good. I mean he's now shooting it from the three. He has a good mid-range game. He can put it on the floor. He's a terrific passer. So we've got to make sure defensively our head is on the swivel because he really finds guys. But he has a tremendous, for a big man, he has a tremendous feel for the game, and every game just seems like he just gets better and better.